No.
Right, well, okay, well, good morning again, crew. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of us in the room today. So that's great stuff. And we're going to, the plan is to take our work we did last week on area of rectangle, area of triangle, area of square.
Compound shape.
Taking those, yeah, and we put them together to make compound shapes. But we only worked on those 3 shapes. But there are 3 other main shapes actually. But we've just got to focus on 2 today, I think.
Circle, parallelogram.
Toby, stop shouting out.
Well, that's what I think. I know circle's one.
Stop shouting out.
The parallelogram one.
Toby, stop shouting out.
Brennan, you see my chat?
Oh, Toby, stop shouting out, please. So we've got, I've lost my track for that. We've got 2 shapes we want to do today. We have got to do parallelogram, and we've got to do trapezium. Those are our 2 we've got to do today. We're going to do circle possibly at a different time. But before that, we must recap because we have, we've got Sky, who is a super genius for her year. Right, but she hasn't been taught by BDogg before, so therefore she needs to get used to me. So I will do a little recap so she feels a little bit more comfortable. All right, so if you can all like sort of welcome Sky into the group and make sure that we
Hi.
Happy.
Hello. Hi.
Super.
Hello.
She's coming.
One happy family. So then let me throw.
Can we play that game?
Yeah, we will play. Which one? The
Hello.
game.
The maths game.
Yeah, we will play a game in a little bit. We're just going to break for a second. I'm going to do some work.
Yeah.
So
BDogg has started screen sharing.
So it's screen share there. There we go. And I'm going to I need to
Putting my mouse on top of you.
Like that. There we go. All right. So then we have share screen. Right. So what I've got then is a recap on what we did before. So we worked on area, which is how much space a shape covers. And we know that the units end up being something like centimeters squared or meters squared or something else.
Millimeters.
Because why? What was the word I used, which is the reason why we had a 2 in the index? Can anybody remember the reason why I said that?
Oh,
God, Joe, you should know this. I can't
it's ascending, wasn't it?
No, it was a number and a word, and Toby should know because Toby asked me to say what it meant because he's never heard it in that way before. Do you know?
Oh, 2-dimensional shape.
Yes, that's it.
The area is a 2-dimensional idea, and therefore we have squared as our units. It's a 2-dimensional idea. Right, good. Let's get rid of that. We had a square. Now, I'm going to ask people if they want to. Can you put a hands up if you can give me a wonderful definition of what a square is? Anybody? Put your hand up. Let me just have a look at you all.
Hands up, hands up.
Oh, where have you gone? Oh, that one. See all of you.
How many people got their hand up?
1, 2, 3. Okay, great. Okay, let's go for Jake. I've not heard from Jake this morning yet. Jake, how can you describe a perfect square, a good square?
All the sides are the exact same. They have 4 right angles in it. Yeah.
Great. That's 2 out of 3 lines that a square needs to have for a perfect definition. We had 2, so I'm going to write down the 2 that we gave me so far. The first one was all sides same length. That's what it is. All sides same length. And you said all right angles. Oh, my pen's gone funny. All right angles. Very good. Come on, pen, wake up. Well, there is a third one. It's probably the main one, actually. Has anybody got an idea on what that might be?
Is it any collateral shape?
Oh.
Quite, not quite. Toby Joe.
Is it? Oh no, it's got 4 right angle. Oh no.
Well, right angles are there. I thought you were going to say it then as well. Is it M? Have you got any idea?
I don't know really.
It's got
Only
4.
shape that can't be
Oh,
broken.
No, nothing else. I don't want to embarrass Sky because it's a first lesson. All right, and it's not really fair to ask Sky straight away. I wanted to get used to everybody. But it's actually the first thing that you would say about a square. If you used to talk to somebody that's never seen a square before in their life, it's the first thing that you would say to them.
Not round.
No, Sky, have you got an idea, Sky, or do you want me to leave you alone for a bit? Leave you alone for a
Still
bit.
being a bit shy. So.
That's okay. No,
The lines are straight.
the lines are straight. No, that's not it.
Sorry?
But they are. That's correct.
Toby,
It's got 4 lines.
it's got 4.
Got 4 straight lines.
He's put that there. All sides.
It's got to have 4 sides. Yeah.
That's so easy. I couldn't believe it.
It's the first thing you say. What is a square?
Yeah, but like
It's
it's too easy. Like
Exactly.
you think difficult, and then it's just like, oh, it's got 4 sides. Oh.
Yeah.
I need my pencil.
All right. So that's the square. So let's do the same principle now for the rectangle.
Are the same
Rectangle.
length.
Let's see if we can do the same kind of idea for the rectangle.
4 right angles.
I'm helping you out, yeah. I'm nice.
Oh yeah, there's those thingies.
Yeah, they mean they're the same thingies.
Same.
Same
Right,
thingy.
okay, I love our technical terminology, guys. Right.
Same thingies.
Right. Okay, Hayden. Hi, how you doing? Good. I've got a wave. So Hayden, I would like to have my first point about a rectangle from you, please, sir.
2 of the sides are the same.
2 of the same. I know what you mean, but I need a little bit more to close that one sentence. But you should have gone for the easy one first.
Has 2 long sides and 2 short sides.
Not necessarily. Jack, he's got his hand up. Jack.
The top and bottom are the same length, but the ones on the left and right are not.
Good, but not perfect. Good, but not perfect. Good, but not perfect. I like the good, but not perfect. Toby-san.
Yeah, it's close.
So the top and bottom are the same length,
Yeah.
and then the one on the left and the right are the same length, but they're not the same length to the top and bottom. They both have different lengths, but they're opposite
Good.
ones, same length.
Very good. Better than good. Very good, but not perfect. I love this, but it's okay. I'm gonna put the easy one on, and then I'm gonna come.
Got 4 sides.
It's got 4 sides. That's the first definition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got 4 right angles.
4 right
And we've
angles.
got 4 right angles. Okay, Jake is going to talk now, please.
Isn't it that 2 sides are the same and the other 2 sides are the same?
So how can we say that, Jake?
Got 10,000.
We've got some people that talk. Hold on a second. Sorry, Jake, come here. Jake, you've given me the best so far, Jake. You've said that 2 of the sides are the same and the other 2 sides are the same. Is there a nicer way I can write that down than that? Anybody? Jake's got. We've had a good definition, a good one from Jack, a very good one from Dolby, and a better than very good one from Jake, but still not perfect. Going once. You blah, 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 twice. You blah, 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 3 times. Sold to BDogg. Right, okay, then here we go. So BDogg is going to go.
£50.
You gotta pay.
Opposite side.
Bradley's elephant.
Oh, yeah.
Opposite side
Sums it up in 4 words.
is a better one. Because I'm going to ask you now to think of something that's a bit weird.
That's what I was saying.
Are you ready? I'm going to stop my screen share because I want to talk about those 2 shapes with everybody. So I'm stopping my screen share right now.
And a shape.
There you go. Okay, are you watching this now? I'm even going to change my background so you can see it a little bit more clearer. Here we go. Background is being changed. I'm going to be.
Toby, you've lost your camera.
Here we go. It's all right. Doesn't matter. I think you can hear me. Right, here we go. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Right. I've left this. Oh, I thought I left the camera. Right, here we go.
Oh,
Why you're blurry.
Are you ready?
oh
You
hi.
ready? You ready, guys?
My new pencil.
Yeah.
Have a look.
Oh hi.
No, you need to change it to the Indiana Jones background
Now,
thingy.
Joe, focus on this now, please. See that? Can you see? Yeah? Have another look.
What I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking
Oh
at.
God.
Have another look.
I go get my own hat.
Have another look.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Oh my God.
Oh, I remember that picture.
What have I just done? What have I just done?
I remember seeing
You've
a
changed.
picture of that.
You've
I've
gone from
changed.
being bold to having a hat and then changing hat.
Well, I've actually got 2 different types of hats. I've got a hat with a wig, and I've got a sun hat for cricket.
Hey.
They are, listen, they are both hats. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they're both, and one is used for comedy, and one is used for sport. So they have different purposes, but they both come under the same category.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that happens with our shapes that we've just put on the board. So this is why I mention it, because if I go back to these 2 shapes here, you have. Oh, I've lost you. Where you go? Come back here. There we go. Here. This is it. This is more like it. I want to get all mine. Yeah, that's perfect. So what we've got is a rectangle which has got these rules: 4 sides. A square also 4 sides. A rectangle, 4 right angles. A square, 4 right angles. So far, squares and rectangles are the same thing so far. But the square has all sides the same length. The rectangle has opposite sides the same length. Now let's just have a look at this very sneakily here now. Does the square fit the rules of a rectangle?
No.
Sort of.
No.
No.
So just to answer it, someone saying no, someone saying sort of.
To be honest, none of them, the rectangle doesn't do rules because all the sides are different lengths because you haven't used a ruler.
But this is where maths has a very special situation about it. You can draw shapes that are not to scale and not perfectly accurate, but because you either state it's a specific shape or you put the perfect labels on them, that you actually can claim it to be that shape. All right, Toby, stop being silly. So you've got opposite sides the same, and you've got opposite sides the same. So this fits a rectangle. And my question was, does this shape fit a rectangle? Let's have a look at the rules. Jake, for a rectangle, does my square have 4 sides?
Yes.
Right. Izzy M, does my shape have 4 right angles?
Yeah.
Yes. And Bradley, are the opposite sides of my square equal in length? Are the opposite sides of the square the same size? Yes or no? I can't hear you.
Turn your mic on.
You're not talking. Your mic's all the way over there. You just turn your mic, bring your mic to your mouth.
Right there. Let me put him on speak.
No worries. Is he on? Oh, he's here. Here he is. Can't hear you on your mic. Can't hear you. Testing, testing. Oh, he's gone. He's disappeared. Oh, he's back.
What happened?
There you go. I can hear something. I can hear Jack. Jack. I can hear Jack. Bradley, can you speak?
Yep.
Yeah, got you. So does my square have opposite sides the same length?
Just fell on the floor. So I just opened it. Yeah.
Jack, can you mute yourself while I'm talking to Bradley? I can't mute.
Yes.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So therefore, boys and girls, a square fits the rules of a rectangle. So one thing we know, a square must be a rectangle. All squares are actually rectangles. What a remarkable thing. Just like all things that you put on your head, generally speaking, are hats. Baseball,
What about a wig?
sun hat, helmet, cricket helmet, visor, band. You know, they're all versions of headwear, but they all have different properties. We have two properties here. We have square and rectangle. Both a square and a rectangle are actually rectangles, but only the square is a square. I can't put all rectangles on this page, but I can put all squares on this page. Does that make sense, guys, or not?
Yes.
Anybody not understand the word I've just said? Ah, okay. Okay, not too bad. Rectangle. Now let's go on to my next shape then that I want to talk about today. The parallelogram. First of all, the ability to spell the word is really important. Parallel's got a set of parallel lines in it. So parallelogram. Can you write the word down, please, so you know that, so I know that you can all write it. Parallelogram. Nice pen, Hayden. I like it.
Parallelogram.
Nice pen, Jay. Nice pen. Parallelogram. All right. Sky, can you give me a wave so now that you can hear me all right? Not even okay. The thing is though, you shook your head, Sky, so I could tell you heard me. Winner! Woohoo! I've got a joke for you guys, really bad one. What did the one telephone say to the other telephone?
Ring.
No, it's nice ring, but you're too young to be engaged.
What did the
Right, moving on. Here we go. Here is a parallelogram. Are you watching?
Yes.
Brendan?
Hold on, we're doing this now, okay? Tell me.
Doing this.
Got a really bad joke to tell you.
My dad's got.
So this is a parallelogram. 4 sides. This side here is parallel to its opposite one. In other words, if I make these lines go off, continue drawing,
They will never join.
they will never ever meet. That's what parallel means.
They're called
These two, the two is parallel to this one here.
You have to put 2 lines.
So they are also parallel. So the rules are here. But it has got 4 sides. That's rule number 1, 4 sides.
Oh yeah.
And rule number 2 is quite simple.
It's parallel.
It has 2 sets
of parallel lines.
So can you write that, draw a little picture and then write that down, please, my lovely, lovely BDogg math students?
Can't draw.
Well, we're going to practice, aren't we?
No, you're very taller than me.
Brendan,
Yeah.
my cousin Ali said hi. She said that you used to tutor her.
Ali.
Tutor her. Ali.
Ali who?
Ali.
Alice Turvey.
Yeah,
Oh, Alice
she's my
Turvey.
cousin.
No way. Oh, wow. Tell Alice to say hi back.
Okay.
Is she
I will.
still playing the piano?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. One of my Christmas songs was recorded at her house. So you have to scroll right down my BDogg's Maths Facebook page to find my dodgy Christmas parodies.
Yeah, no wonder it's dodgy.
It's really hilarious. So I was at Alex's house and I had reindeer glasses on and everything. It was really bad.
Brendan, can I tell you my joke?
Not just yet. Let's save it a little bit later on. Yeah. Don't let me close the class without hearing it. All right.
You're gonna laugh at it, I know.
I hope so. I do like bad jokes. You know that. All right. All right with that? Everyone okay? We good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have
Who's
thumbs
whispering?
up just to see? Yes, I've got 2 thumbs up. I've got 3. I've got 4. I've got. Yep. 5. Yep. 5. Good. Thumbs up. Yep. No. Yep. Good. Cool. Yep. Real good. Waiting on one more thumbs up from the back of the room. Can I have a thumbs up to say that you're all right?
Bevan, thumbs up.
No. Okay. I'm okay. She's okay. She's all right. Cool. So moving on. Here we go. Now, I want to look at the area of a parallelogram. Now this parallelogram is very awkwardly written, awkwardly drawn on purpose. Can you all watch? I'm going to highlight my parallelogram again.
Is it because it's called a rhombus?
No, not at all. The reason why it's awkwardly drawn is because I've done it on purpose, so you can see it clearly what I'm about to do. Just be quiet now and focus. I'm going to turn my shape so one of the parallel lines actually forms a base that you can see clearly. So it's a horizontal one. Okay, it's a bit not quite horizontal. Let me make it possibly there. I think it's like that. So what I've got now is 2 different things. So what I've got here is this parallel line I'm using as the base of my parallel line, my parallelogram. Because this is the base, I'm going to now look at a measurement that is going to give me the height of my parallelogram based upon where the base is correctly withdrawn out. So that would be my height.
Looks like a big eye.
Looks like a big eye, yeah, there we go. That's my height. So the height of the parallelogram is from this distance, straight vertically up until I make it to the end. That is the height of my parallelogram, as long as this is the base. As long as this is the base, that's the height. Nice pen. Does that make sense or not?
Yes.
That's the base.
Yes, it makes sense.
And the area is calculated really simply, guys. Area equals the base multiplied by the height, and that's it. That is it.
It's a bit similar to the triangle.
It's very similar.
No, because triangle you have to half.
Yeah, that's why I use the word similar, not exact. Yeah. So it is similar because you do b times h, but then what you do is you don't have to divide by 2. So can you write that down so it makes sense? Right. I'm not going to give you examples of how of answering that one yet because
Parallelograms. They're so hard to draw.
yeah, they're quite cool for that. So I'm going to now delete or the height bit, and I'm going to delete the base bit. Delete this dotted line here. I'm going to go. Wonder why my pad just turned itself off.
There you go, June.
Battery. So what I'm going to do now, look what I do here. Watch, guys. No, my pad just died. Hold on. But so look what I do here now.
You can spin it.
I'm spinning it so the other set of parallel lines form the base.
That's not.
Really, gosh, these aren't parallel at all, are they? All right, so that is the base.
Yes.
If I make this the base, let me just get my my writing pad lead.
Oh, I want to do my dad's motorcycle.
There we go.
Brendan, I've got a question. Why do you always have both? Why do you now have both your computers in?
Because when I have my big screen on it, which is I'm pointing to right now, I have all of your 9 pictures on there.
Ma'am.
So then what happens is whenever you want to put your hand up or anything, I can see you, and if you're messing around, I can see you. When I'm teaching from on my laptop, it's recording onto my laptop. So then when it's finished, I can upload it to BDogg Maths and delete it. That's why. So here we go. So I've got now a new base, which is this one down here. And my height now would be this. This is from the top of the parallelogram all the way down to the bottom of the parallelogram. So my new height would be here. And the answer would be exactly the same for the area based on height. They'd be the same. They'd just be 2 different numbers. All right. So that's how you work out the area of parallelogram. Is that so? Toby, you got a question?
No.
Okay. So does that make sense?
Wait, what was X on the BXH?
What was what? Sorry.
You mean B times height?
That's time. There's times by sign.
Oh, I thought there's.
You know what, Hayden? You have just said something that is really, really important. In good algebra, which is what we're doing here, algebra, we don't use this sign at all because of that same problem.
Oh, yeah.
We actually do. We can just write it down as BH because it means the same thing. BH means
yeah.
we tend to not use the times by sign for that same confusion problem. Right? Who's making the noises? We need to stop. So we've got that. So moving on to the next page, which is the next page of today's class. The trapezium. Can you write that down, please? The trapezium.
I need a new piece of paper.
Okay, cool.
Oh, looking at balls of paper and throwing it.
Toby.
Toby, you're making quite a bit of noise there, mate.
Sorry,
No worries.
I forgot it makes noise.
Yeah.
Can't you hear it?
Right, okay. So Ollie, while we're waiting for those to write down, please, some people are still writing. So Ollie, do you live near? Is it your cousin that introduced you to me, or somebody else? Did you go to one of these kids' schools? What school did you go to? Don't say the name of the school.
Oh, my mum said that I think my auntie knew, and then she told my mum.
Okay, then cool. As you say, don't say what school you go to, whatever you do.
Oh,
There's no need to.
Personal information.
Right, okay, so are we good? Yeah? Right, okay, so I'm going to draw a trapezium now. I just want to have a show of hands or a thumbs down or thumbs up. Do any of you know what a trapezium looks like without me drawing it first? Let's see. Thumbs up or thumbs down? We've got Wood, down thumbs.
It looks like a bathtub.
BDM, can you answer the question? Is it thumbs up, thumbs down for a trapezium?
Oh, wait, I need to put my thumb up.
Do you know what trapezium looks like, is it?
Isn't it one of those things that goes like wide at the bottom and it goes like smaller at the top?
Yes.
It can do, yeah, it can do, yeah, it can do. All right, yeah, okay, good. All right, here we go, folks. Here is one type of trapezium. There are multiple different ways of drawing them, but here is one, the one that EZM was describing. A small line at the top, a longer line at the bottom, but these are parallel to each other. And then these are not parallel. That is possibly the most commonly used trapezium. The most commonly used trapezium. If these are identical in length, then you would say it's an isosceles trapezium, but that's a bit too fancy. But it's not the only trapezium. There is this one also that people use. One line here, one longer line at the bottom, perhaps, But this time, this one goes like this. But this one goes like that. So then,
Parallelogram?
not really, because these two lines I'm not stating are parallel.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm only stating that the two lines here and here, that these two are parallel with those two. All right. So those are the two. Those are two. Now let's have a look. This first rule. Anybody want to give me the first? It has 4 sides. Very good. It has 4 sides.
4 sides.
And the second rule.
No right angles.
One.
Set.
I'm gonna make it perfect.
1 at least
Yeah.
set of parallel lines.
Aiden, are you all right?
Yep.
No right angles.
Not necessarily, but it could have right angles. Shall I draw you a
Oh.
with right angles in it?
The one
I
at the
can
top.
imagine one, but yeah.
I'll draw you a trapezium with right angles in it, just to show that I could have a trapezium with right angles.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, I know how to draw one with a trapezium.
Isn't that's a no, it's a what's it called? P something.
It's a trapezium
Mm,
because it's got at least one set of parallel lines, but it has also got right angles. But it's got 4 sides, so in fact it fits the rules. So it is a trapezium. There are quite a few different ways of drawing them. So. Anyone okay with that?
yes.
So here now is the key thing. The area for this one is the advanced formula now. So I'm going to have 2 formulas, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw some shapes onto the piece of paper, and then you're going to look at the area of those shapes for me. So here we go. You take the set of parallel lines. Can I rub these 2 out? Can I rub these rules out? Or do you need them?
No, we're fine.
Okay, I'll tell you what, you know what I'll do? I'll move them.
I'm done.
That's just being fancy.
Sorry?
That's just being fancy.
Well, you know me.
Someone just
You could
shouted,
just
I'm
start.
done.
You could just start a new page.
Who shouted, I'm done?
Right,
Was that Jack?
Jack did. So here we go. So looking at this now, we have the set of parallel lines. All right. So I'm going to do the formula in a weird way so you kind of understand what I'm doing. The area equals the set of parallel lines. I'm going to draw them. Parallel line, add parallel line. There you go. Look at weird ones. Set the parallel lines. Add them together. We're going to times it by the height, which is the distance between the parallel line. Straight, the shortest distance, so this one here. And it would be here on this one. And it would be here on this one. Times it by the height, and when we've done that, we will divide our answer by 2. So that is the fancy way of, well, one fancy way of writing it.
Yeah.
What they do in real life is they call the parallel lines A and B, and they put A here and B here. I just thought I'd do it a bit different.
Algebra.
Yeah, it's a bit different. So that's the area, you know. So can you write that down? I'm going to give you, let me see, 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes to make sure that you've got everything you need, because I'm going to put some pictures up soon so you can work out some area yourself. One more left. 1 more minute left.
Wait, how did you calculate it again? Did you have to do the parallel lines?
Add the 2 parallel lines together. Times it by the height, which is the distance between the parallel lines.
What if you don't have the length of the parallel lines?
Then you can't work it out. But I'm not asking you to work it out. I should write down how to work it out. When I give you the shapes, you can work it out.
So do you have to do these two underneath?
You don't have to. If you feel comfortable, you don't need to write them down. Then great. Do you know what I mean? All right. We've got 30 seconds.
Did that? That was so loud.
And we're done. So
We're done.
I'm going to split my page into two.
Okay.
Left hand side here, so this side here, I'm going to say is the easy section.
Oh,
And this side here, I'm going to say is the medium section.
there's no hard.
And you can start at whichever one you feel good for you. All right. I don't really mind which one you do. And I'm going to draw some shapes. Remember what I said, I'm going to draw these shapes freehand. So to make sure that I'm accurate with what I'm stating, I will have to put those all labels on my side so you know what shape I've got. I want you to work out the area of all these shapes in the easy section. So look at the area of this shape. Maybe this is number 1.
Time's ticking. That is not a straight parallelogram. Brendan.
You did well.
Well, a mascot. Protecting myself.
Brandon,
Yeah.
I don't really understand it.
Who said that? Ollie?
Oliver.
Oliver.
Yeah.
So can you see what shape this is? You guys badly drawn. Can you see this shape?
Yeah.
What shape is it?
What did you say?
What kind of shape is
The
it?
easy one first, then.
Draw the shape, okay.
What kind of shape is it, Ollie? Sorry,
Slowly.
you've got some sound. Is that?
The parallelogram.
It's a parallelogram, good. And if you go back to your notes, do you know? Can you see how to work out the area of a parallelogram? Did you write it down?
Yeah.
What did you get, Ollie?
I didn't do it because I don't really understand it. But
Did you write down how to work out the area of a parallelogram?
yeah.
What did you write down?
That you would have to. Did I write down? No. Wait, which part did you have to write down?
Here you go.
Sorry.
See this here?
Oh yeah, I wrote that down.
What did it say?
You have to do the base times the
Can
height.
everybody mute themselves other than Ollie? Because I'm getting some noise. I can't hear Ollie. It's not fair.
So you have to do the base times
Can you
the height.
mute?
Yeah.
Do you want to do what, so early?
You have to do the base times the height.
Right. Okay. So now let's go back to the shape that I put on there. Can you see the base and the height?
Oh yeah, you do 5 times 3.
All right. There you go. No problems. Awesome. So here we've got, for the medium one, this is 4 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters.
I think I
And
have
this
to.
5 centimeters.
is going to be 3 centimeters.
Write it down,
You
write
would
down the sun.
do.
All right, what are you doing?
And the sun.
What are you
So
doing?
3 times 5.
Or 5.
All right, so I don't know which one you're answering. You can either answer the easy one or the medium, but you draw the picture and then you answer it.
I've done the one for the medium.
All right, that's fine.
How do you do the medium one?
Well, it's just, who said that? Is that Ollie again?
No.
Me.
Who's that? I can't see.
Me.
Ah, Joe. Joe, if you look back at, well, what shape is it first, Joe? That might help.
The medium one.
What shape is it?
It's a parallelogram.
It's not a parallelogram.
Oh, no, trapezium.
It's a trapezium. Now, when we did this here, did I not show you how you work out the area of a trapezium?
Yeah, but it just said x add xh by
Well,
2.
This is not X, is it? This is like a picture of me drawing my parallel lines, if you've followed me, yeah?
Yeah.
So you have to do.
Toby, stop, please. So you have to have 2 parallel lines, you add them together, yeah?
And then you divide it by 2.
You times it by the height first, and then you
Okay, thanks.
Right. No worries.
6.
Ooh.
Brendan, you realise there's something blue on your head when you lean back?
Yeah, it's my backdrop.
It's cool, that is.
It's
Like
kind
a dark cloud hovering over your head.
it's my green sheet not being green.
It's flooding.
Yeah, I've got a funny cricket pitch.
It's
Oh,
flooding.
I've got some mud. Brendan, when can I tell you my crappy joke?
Your terrible joke can be told at the end of the lesson.
That's another. Actually, I don't know how long that is. Find out.
It'll be when it is, which is about
Let's check.
13 minutes, not long. Oops.
It's all being exactly 14 minutes and 22 seconds. No, I'm only joking. I don't even know what it's approximately in. I know it's in under 13 minutes, or under 14.
Okay, so we've got 2 easy. One's written, one's a picture, one's in words. You've got 2 mediums, both in picture. And you want to work out the area. If you've done the easies and you want to have got the mediums, great. If you've done the 2 mediums, then awesome.
Is the 2 medium going to be in decimals?
There might be. I don't know. There might be.
Number 2 for
Don't give anything away, Toby. Let people work it out.
Just saying it's going to be in decimals.
Toby, please. Let everyone have the chance to have a go at it as well. Good fun.
We're asking a question, so I was helping him.
I'm the teacher though.
Well, it's nice to have some help from a pupil.
Not if I've asked you not to.
Well, I already said it before.
Oh, please, can you stop then? Thank you. Oh dear.
I'm a pirate looking from a telescope.
Have you done all the questions? Yeah. Can you even if I know the easy ones are there and you don't want to do these, can you just do one of the easy ones for me to write them out and then do it, please?
Wait, what? One of the easy ones?
Yeah. Anyone, pick anyone and do it.
What is it, puzzle?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I mean, that was a bit easy.
Well, hopefully. Should be something for everybody, huh? Something for everybody.
That's 5.
That's the plan.
I've got
Pretty tight.
Yeah, talking about the power. Okay, I
Pilot of the Caribbean.
think we're all done. I don't know. I'm going to go for the answers now, Toby. I actually don't know. I made it up. Right. Okay. So, Jay, have you got an answer for? Is Jay gone?
He's on the loop.
Gone to the loo. Typical. He's playing it on purpose.
Pilot of
Ollie, can I have the answer to the area for this problem, please?
The answer would be 15 centimetres because you do 5 times 3.
Correct.
15 centimetres squared.
Ah, yes, squared.
Is the area. Good. Very good. And what about this other one that's written in words? She's trying to confuse me. Jack, have you managed to get an answer for this one? I can't hear you because you muted. Let me unmute you, Jack. 1 second. Say it again. Say it again, Jack.
I've done that, but I'm stuck on the first medium one.
Right, okay.
Because it says 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 4 centimeters.
Correct. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
And I don't get it.
Okay, great. Well, what I want you to do for me, Jack, these two really are built for you to start off with. So can you tell me how you got the answer to this one first?
7 centimeters times 10 centimeters equals 70 centimeters. So I wrote what? Squared.
30 centimeters squared. Yeah, that's it. Well done. So that's the area to that one.
So I just wrote all that, but at the end I put 70 centimeters, and I did what was it?
Little 2, so it's a.
The little 2.
Yeah.
What is it? A sum?
That's good. So that means squared. Good. That's
and
good.
I put 7 times 10 equals 70.
Yeah.
And the other one, 10 times 7 equals 70.
Oh, so you did both ways around. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that's cool. Okay, I'm going to mute you again now, Jack. Well done. So we're going to go on to this one here now, onto the medium one, right? And the medium one is going to be Toby's.
So, as we looked on the page, you have to do 2 centimeters plus 4 centimeters, which equals 6 centimeters.
Why those two?
Because they're the parallel lines.
Right, thank you.
have
So I
to
did
add
2
them
plus,
And then
plus 4.
you do 6, which is your total number, times by 3 equals 18, but then you divide by 2 at the end, which equals 9.
So what's the answer?
9 centimeters squared.
Right. So great. Well, thank you, Toby. That's very well explained. So it's going to repeat what Toby said, basically. The 2 parallel lines. Jack, have you got something to say to me? I've got like a hand up. No, okay, cool. So you got a 2 centimeter and a 4 centimeter parallel line. You add those 2 parallel lines together. That's when you get the 6 from. So well done. And then you do that multiplied by the height, which is 3. So 6 times by 3 is 18. Well done. And then you take that overall number and divide it by 2, as the formula says, which is 9. Well done. And then at the end finish up with the right units. Well done. Very good. Jake, you all right with that? Do you want to do this, Jake?
Okay.
Cool.
So it's 7 plus 2, which is 9.
Why 7 plus 2, Jake?
Because you have to do the 2 parallel lines added together.
Right, okay, good.
Then you times that by 5, which is 45.
Why times by 5, Jay?
Because you have to, I'm not sure.
Hey, got it.
That's the height.
Because that's the height of the power. That would be the height of the trapezium, yeah?
2 added parallel lines length by the height.
Please stop, please. Sorry, Jake. Jake, because if I put this trapezium where the parallel line was the perfect base, like horizontal, then that 5 centimeter line would be the height of it, and we have to do the 2 sides times by the height. Does that kind of make sense, Jake?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What did you do next, Jake?
A half it, which equals 22.5 centimeters squared.
Equals 22.5 centimeters squared. Good work. Good work. Good work. Right, great. Excellent. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little picture, and I'm going to ask you, for those that want to, it's not a compulsory thing, it's not a compulsion at all, but those that want to can draw the picture quickly into the piece of paper or in the book, whatever. And then you can, between now and next week, see if you can work out the answer to the area of the picture that I'm about to draw. Because I want to finish there, and I want to play a game. So,
Come on then.
so I need to
Game 6 minutes.
This is something that if you want to do, you don't have to do. So this is something you don't have to do. I repeat, you do not have to do it. Square.
Oh, we're doing this again. Yeah, woohoo.
No, Toby, you've not heard properly.
What is this?
Oh.
Looks like a dude.
Add another shape in while you're at it.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
He looks like Pac-Man.
Because I am Pac-Man.
Let's see.
What is going on here, Brendan?
Oh my
That's
god.
oh god, yeah.
Huh?
It's a triangle and a trapezium and a rectangle and a square.
Rectangle, square, and a triangle.
I just
None
said
of them are the same either. Oh, God.
10 centimeters. 4 centimeters.
14.
Equals 40 centimeters squared. What else we got coming in, Brendan?
Minute. This would be easy, I think.
That line, just going to say, that line is supposed to be perfectly horizontal. It's just a little bit of a. I don't like that. I can't.
Yeah, this is easy.
No, don't be.
I know how to do this.
Times
Oh, come on, Ben.
40.
Oh my good cheese ball.
That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Let's do it again properly.
Times by
That's not even a straight line, stupid thing. Let's just delete that a sec. It's a little bit better. So the height. Oh, I can't even do it that way. This pen's really playing about while it's charging, guys. I'm sorry about that.
We only have 3 minutes left.
Well, we have to start. We started a little bit later, didn't we? So we got a bit longer. All right. So that's the height of this triangle. So you should have everything you need to be able to work out the area of those 4 shapes if you want to. For those that want to, I don't suggest Jack does this. I don't suggest Bradley does this. I don't suggest Jay does this. Maybe Hayden might. Maybe Ollie might. I'm not sure. He might do some, but not all of it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Every person might do it.
now.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I want to, because I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of
Challenge accepted.
You don't have to if you don't
Yeah,
want to.
yeah.
Right, I'm going to take a little picture of it myself now, so I can.
BDogg,
Yes, Jack.
I'm going to do it.
Okay, then, mate.
So challenge accepted.
All right, then, good lad. Right, then. So we're done with that now. I'm going to stop my share. We're going to play skip. Now, remember what? Remember skip. Now, skip was quite simple. It's just that you got to go through the numbers from 1 to whatever, and then anytime the number's got a 7 in it, you don't say it. You say skip. And if a number's got in the 7 times table, we say skip.
You want to do first?
Right.
Yeah.
Sky, I know you're still a bit shy, so you don't have to play this one if you want to, but you can listen out if you don't mind, and you can still learn from it even though you don't take part in it. If you feel comfortable, then cool. Right. So, Jake, you all right?
I've got the answer.
Oh, you got the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't tell me because I've got to tell you next week.
Okay.
All right. And so I'll
Same.
start off. We all should know the game. I think we're over here. So I'll start off. I'm gonna go 1. Joe, you're next.
Oh, 2.
Jay.
Skip.
Jay.
4.
After 2. Jay?
You little.
Jay?
You're a little.
Oh my gosh.
What's after 2?
Three.
Hayden?
3.
Yeah, Hayden?
3.
No, that was Jay's number. Your number?
Oh, 4.
4. Jack?
What?
What comes after Hayden's number?
Number.
What number?
So I said 1. Joe said 2. Jay should have said 3. Hayden said 4.
5.
Bradley?
I didn't know what to do.
You muted Bradley. We have to all be quiet and unmute ourselves so you can't speak. Right, Bradley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your number?
6.
6. Ollie?
Skip.
Izzy?
What for which one?
Ollie said skip.
Oh. What number were we on?
Ollie said skip. Bradley said 6.
Oh.
Ollie said skip.
Oh, I.
Toby?
9.
Jake?
10.
I'm not gonna ask you, Sky. Not gonna ask you. Okay, good. Me, I'll do Sky. Sky's is 11. Is that right? 11. Joe?
12.
Jay?
13.
Hayden?
14.
Oh!
Ooh.
Hayden!
Oh no!
No! 7 times table! Ah!
I was
Start
just
again.
I
Start
forgot
again.
that
Start
rule.
again.
I
Jack,
forgot that rule.
Jack, start again. You got to go from the beginning. Jack, you first. First number, Jack. First number, Jack.
I need you to check this
1.
if you can.
1. Bradley.
Just, I need
Three.
to have it for next week.
Ollie.
Hooray!
Izzy M. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
You still do.
You press the space.
Yeah,
Go again.
4.
4. Toby.
5.
Jake.
6.
Amazon.
I'm Sky. 7.
Oh, you're out!
Ah! Sky! Wait, wrong! Ah! All right. All right. So let me stop this. Let me stop this share for a little bit. With a bit of fun. Like next week. Listen up. Next week.
Kick me out.
I'll kick someone kick it out. No. Next week, right? We're going to start something different. I think. So
My screen's completely froze.
who's froze? Okay.
Me? No, you all froze. Hang on.
Joe,
The internet's going.
Joe, we can see you really clearly.
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
That's fine. That's fine. That's anyway. So we're gonna next week I'm gonna start something different. I'm not too sure yet whether I start looking at algebra or whether we look at something different. So I'm thinking about starting
I
algebra.
want to carry on playing that game again. That's fun.
So
What's Toby?
Brendan.
can I give Toby the mic for a little while now because Toby's got to tell us a bad joke. I apologise if it's one that's not funny. I don't know it. Oh, here you go. Pressure's on.
Joe, you'll know this, so don't answer it.
I'm just going. I tell you what, let me stop recording first. Eh?